Welcome to RAD Accounting Tutorial. So today we have a question on two-column cash book where we are going to solve. So before I start, please subscribe to my channel, RAD Accounting Tutorials. Okay, so let's take the question.
The following cash and bank transactions were undertaken by Column Enterprise for the month of March 2011. March 1. The balances brought forward from last month was cash is 840 and bank is 2,000 Ghana cedis. Transactions during the month of March 2011 were as follows. Date of transaction. They are as follows. So on the March of 2nd, we received check from K Mensa 500 Ghana cedis. March 7th, we paid rent by cash 250. March 10th, we had a cash sales of 820. March 12th, we have banked part of the cash in the hand of 500 cedis. March 16th, we paid check to B Bonsu at 650. March 20, cash sales paid direct into the bank 340, withdrew cash from bank 640, paid wages in cash 350, received check from K Anansi 450. So we are required to write up the two-column cash book from the details given and balance of as at the end of the month.
So when you have a question like this, first of all, write your heading. First of all, write your question, your heading, two-column cash book. So two-column cash book, what it means is we have two columns, that's the cash bank. You have the cash and bank. So after that, the name of the enterprise is Who Enterprise. So we have Who very nicely. Then now you start with your work. So two-column cash book, you have to get two columns for it. Two columns for it. So two columns, you start with your date. Yes, right. One column here, which is your date. You align nicely. The line is not nice. And take a line. Particulars that you need to write. Then you write. Now you bring your two on your left side. Always the debit side is on your left side. So bring your cash. Bring two brackets. Cash and bank. Here. So always remember that there. So you write, draw two lines next. Write your dates. Write your details. Come with your cash. So you'll do credits. So always remember credit to on your left, on your left side. So you have credits. So let's underline nicely. So forgive me with my lines, okay. So now we start. Now we start. Start with. So let's bring our CD sign here for the cash and bank. Let's bring our CD sign. Don't forget that one too. Okay, now let's start. So when you read the question, it said March 1, the balance brought forward from the last month is what? Cash is what 840 and bank is what 2000. Yes. So what this is saying that is the opening balance before they started March, the month of March. There was an opening balance. There was some money left last month. So the balance for the last month will be the opening balance for the next month. So on March 1, so always remember to write your date on March 1. So we are going to bring this amount to the debit side because cash is an asset and bank is an asset, and all assets have debit balance. Remember that. The reason why we are bringing this to the debit side is because cash and bank is an asset, and all assets have debit balance. So, so balance brought forward. Balance brought forward. Cash, they said, is what 840, and bank is 2. Okay. So now let's move on. And on the second March, they said March 2nd, received a check from KMSA, which means bank will be receiving, which means what you debit. So bank will give it. So you will credit KMSA's accounts and debit one at the bank column. So we are going to write March 2nd, KMSA. So it was checked. If it is checked, it is bank. So here, dash here, right, 500. Very, very easy. So we move to the next one, March 7th. March 7th. Paid rent by cash. So it means when you went the price, paid rent by what? Cash. So it means now they are the one giving the what? Cash. Which means they are giving cash. So it means cash is what you credit. So you're going to pay rent by what? Cash. So it means cash is given. So if cash is given, then we have to write the date here. If cash is given. March on the March 7th. So we write rent. It was rent and cash. So rent here. Since rent cash is the one given, the amount is 250. So we credit cash because cash. But here we are preparing the cash book, so we are dealing with the cash only. So if we are doing double entry, then we are going to debit the rent account and credit what the cash account because cash is the one given. So then we move to the next. The next is what 10th, which is what cash sales. So when we say cash sales is it's sold and you are taking money at that moment. This one is not credit sales. Cash sales, you make sales and you are taking money. So cash sales, you make sales and you are taking money. It means cash is what receiving. What it means is cash is receiving. So if cash is receiving, then we have to debit cash. So you say sales. You see sales. How much is what? 820. So write 820 here. Very, very simple. So when I move to the next one, said what? Bank part of cash in hand. Bank part of cash in hand. What this is saying that so here we say this contra entry. Here we say this what? Contra entry. That's the transaction between cash and bank. You get it? That's why we call it that. That's why we call it contra entry. We said bank part of cash in hand, which means there was some money, there was some cash in hand. Now they are going to what? They are going to bank it. So what it means is that cash is going to give to what? Bank. Cash is going to give to bank. It means cash is giving and bank is what? Receiving. Here we call it contra entry. So on the month March 12th, bank will receive. So here we are going to write cash and write the amount. The amount is 500. Bank is receiving, and when you come here, cash will be the one here. bank, bank is what? Very nice. So let's move on to the next transaction. Let's move on to the next transaction. The next transaction is saying that paid check to B bonds. Paid check to B bonds. Paid check to B bonds. So check here is bank. Check here. So here we are paying money towards B bonds. Bank is what? Bank is giving. So if bank is giving, then we have to credit bank. We have to credit off. So here is 12. March 16. Bank is given. So we come to the column, bank column 50. The amount is 650. Then we move to the next cash paid into the bank. So here there was sales. Here there was sales, but then it was what? It was bank. This one is not just cash. So means bank was the one receiving. So write your dates nicely, which is March 20. So sales. The amount is 340. So you come to the bank column 340. Then you move to 25th March. It said withdrew cash from bank. So here there is a transaction between cash and what bank. Withdrew cash bank. So it means bank will be giving and cash will be what? Receiving. So here write the date March 25th. So bank will be giving. So if bank is giving, then they're going to debit. Sorry, bank is the one giving. So we are going to credit and write cash here. Cash is the one that the bank is giving to cash. Then cash is also receiving from bank. So we come here and write since forward. We write since forward. So let's put dash where couldn't write anything. Okay, let's move to the next transaction. The next transaction is paid wages, so cash should be given. The date is 30th. So March 30th. It's March 30th is wages. So cash is giving wages. So cash is the one giving. It means 0 with 350. And the last transaction is received check from K and answer. So check here is bank. And if bank is receiving, debit it. We have K and answer. K and answer. So check to your 4 nice. So now we are done with the recording of the transactions. So what you have to do next, the cash book. How do you balance your cash book? Balance your cash book by summing up the debit, the total. Find the total of each. So balance first of all, you balance the cash column side. That's the debit side of the cash. Of the debit side of the cash, and you find the total of the credit side of the cash. So the one that is higher, then you balance it. So we find the different total for the cash debit side. When you find the total is 2,300. Am I right? Okay. So the total is sorry. So what we do is we balance the cash. So balancing is just making sure both sides of the debit side and the credit side are the same. That's the total. So what you do is you find the cash column, the debit side, find the total. You pick the credit side, find the total. There will be some differences. The difference. So when we add the debit side of the cash book, we are going to get 2,300. So when we add the debit side, and when we add the debit side of we add the credit, if we add the credit side of the cash book, we are going to get 1,100. So 2,300 and 1,100 are not the same. The debit side is higher or is bigger than what the credit side. So what you do is you find the difference and you put the difference at the credit side. That's where the number is not yet to the 2,300. That's the meaning of the balance. So when you find the difference between the 2,300, you're going to get 1,200 to close balance carried down. Balance carried down will give you 1,200. So now we have here to be, and then beside here is 2,000. Yeah. We can also have here to what? 2,300. Now we do same for the bank column. So the bank column, we add the debit side and add the credit side. We balance. Balancing it means we have to be the 2,000 the same. So it's once the one side is higher than the other, we find the difference and we add the difference to the one that is lower. You get it? So when we add the bank the bank debit side, you get 3,790. 3,790. So that's what you are going to get. But then if you add the credit side, you are going to get that's the 650 plus 650 plus 640. I'm going to get 1,290. So I'm going to find the difference between that's the 3,790 minus the 1,290. I'm going to get what 2,500. So it means you need to add 2,500. So that will be the balance carried down, meaning that's the closing balance. So write 2,500 here. Right, 2,500 to balance it. So that'll be about 3,700. So that is it. When you finish, you come and write. So that one, the balance carried down that you are seeing here, the closing balance. After that, you have to come here and write for the next one. That's the opening balance. So the opening balance after March, you are in April. So you write April 1 balance brought forward, which is 1,200. And this one is 2,500. So since cash in bank is a debit balance, is an asset, we will always have a debit balance. That's it. So that's all for the two column cash book. So if you did not understand, I'm going to upload more videos on cash book. So I'll encourage you to subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell. Anytime a new video is uploaded, you'll be notified. Subscribe to my channel and you're going to have a benefit from this channel. Bye bye. See you in my next video.